Please be seated. Some people are worth melting for. Anyone who has seen the movie Frozen will know that Olaf the snowman says this quote when he is willing to sacrifice himself so that Anna can get to Kristoff in time to get her true love's kiss. The kiss will unthaw Anna's heart that was frozen by her sister Elsa. But that doesn't matter right now. I promise that I'm not going to stand up here and talk to you about Frozen as much as I'd love to. I do want to talk to you about that quote, though. Since coming to Appleby, I've learned a lot of things, one of them being to accept myself for who I am. I've learned this through my friends and family, and that's what I want to talk to you about. I started going to Appleby in grade 7. One of the reasons I came to Appleby was because my sister also went here. When my classmates would ask me why I chose to attend Appleby, I would tell them that my sister goes here and it's a good school. The thing that none of my friends knew about me was the main reason I came, and that I was very insecure starting at Appleby. At my old school, I started getting bullied around grade 5. In grade 4, I had a lot of friends. Then suddenly in grade 5 and 6, I had none. No one would be my friend because one girl didn't like me. Every day was the same for me. I would go to school, line up to go inside, and then go to class. Anyone that has been to a public school or Catholic school will know that every morning before school begins, you stand up to sing the national anthem. Even at a young age, I knew that I loved singing, so I would sing the national anthem loud and proud each morning. Now, anyone that has had to do this will also know that not very many people are enthusiastic about singing every morning. So my singing was the first thing that I was made fun of for. The people standing around me would glare at me throughout the entire anthem, and the person standing next to me would whisper that I shouldn't sing because I sucked or wasn't good enough. No matter whom I stood next to, they would all say the same thing, so I started to believe them. At this point, my teacher had noticed that something was going on and had moved me to be sitting beside her desk. But nothing changed. I started to sing quieter during the anthem until eventually I just stopped. Every morning at school, I would stand there quietly and mouth the words to the anthem, then sit down and wait for recess. I avoided looking at my classmates or even talking to them. Recess would come, and I'd find somewhere to hide for the 15 minutes we were forced to be outside. The few times I tried to hang out with other students, I would be rejected. Eventually, the bullying got so bad that people would come find me at recess to tease and taunt me. They would call me names, say that I wasn't good enough at anything, and that I shouldn't even be there. It reached a point where every day I was sitting in the office crying. I don't understand how it went on for 2 years, how I could sit in the principal's office every day crying, telling them the same thing, and the people responsible. I began to believe that maybe my bullies were right. Maybe something was wrong with me. Maybe I wasn't good enough. I felt alone. When my parents asked me if I wanted to go to Appleby, I jumped at the opportunity. Appleby was different. I found myself making friends and having a great time at school. I started looking forward to going to school every day, and I felt accepted. Despite this, I was still very insecure, and as much as I loved singing, I was nervous to join the chapel choir. I would be the only middle one, and I was worried about what people's opinions of me would be. When I got to choir, the middle twos and everyone else made sure to make me feel welcomed and included the entire time. For me, things really started to change in upper one. I finally accepted that I was a music geek and made friends with a really great group of people. There was always someone to sit with at lunch, something to talk about, and everyone was more than willing to help someone else cram for a test during the lunch period. My friends mean the world to me, and I can't thank them enough for always being there for me, especially in Senior 2 and in boarding. I've learned to rely on them, and I know that they have helped to make me the person that I am today. A major influence in my life has been my parents and my sister. My mom and dad have always been great, and everything that I've done they have supported me in. Now that I'm auditioning at universities for admittance into the Bachelor of Music program, they are there to drive me to every audition, no matter how long the drive. They wait the entire time that I'm there, which can be up to 4 or 5 hours, and always ask how it went. Even if I think that I've completely failed, or that I'm not going to get into any university because I messed up the words in a song, my mom and dad have always believed in me. I'm pretty sure that everyone, especially the Senior 2s, having just finished university applications, knows the question, Who do you look up to and why? My answer has always been my sister Amanda. Amanda has loved, and I'm pretty sure hated me, most of my life. She's my big sister, and she has always known what's best for me, even if I didn't know or realize it at the time. I'm guessing that everyone knows that one of my biggest goals is to become a singer, and I go through varying phases of, yes, I can do it, to no, I really can't. The one person that has always believed in me is Amanda. I'm going to share an embarrassing story now, so bear with me for a minute. Last year, while watching TV, specifically X Factor, I thought, maybe I can do that. Go on X Factor and become a singer. I brought this up to my mom, dad, and Amanda, who all said, don't you need to be British? So, being me, I intensely researched it and found out that you need to be able to live and work in the UK. Because my dad is a British citizen, I would be able to audition. Amanda challenged me, betting that I wouldn't be able to fill out the application form because I'm Canadian. So what did I do? Fill out the application form. Now, if you ask me, I'll say that my Safari crashed and automatically sent in the form. But if you ask Amanda, she'll say that I secretly wanted to apply and that Safari didn't crash, I hit send. We'll never know for sure. I do know that when I got an email a few months later asking me to go audition, Amanda was the first person I told. Partly to prove that they accepted a Canadian, but mainly because I wanted her support. I didn't end up going, but I know that if I had, Amanda would have come with me, no questions asked. About a year ago, I got a message from one of the girls that used to bully me. She wasn't the main bully, but she partook in hurting me. Her message said this: "Hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the stupid things that went on during elementary school, and that I did. I hope you're doing okay." It took me a while to respond to the message, and I wasn't sure what to say. I talked to a lot of my friends about it to ask their opinion. It has taken me a long time to be able to get past being bullied, but I ended up forgiving her. Going to Appleby helped me to realize that everyone wants to find their niche, and I realized that a lot of people are insecure about themselves until they find the right friend group. I'm really glad that I've had the chance to attend Appleby. I've been able to accept myself for who I am, through the support of those around me, and I've been able to discover myself. I'm grateful for the opportunities I've been given and for the friends that I've been able to make. It's okay to be yourself. You shouldn't have to change so that others will accept you. You should be proud of who you are. Try to be the person that takes the step to include someone in your group of friends. Recognize the people that have always been there for you and try to be the one worth melting for. I want to thank Appleby for providing me with an environment in which I felt safe enough to be myself. Because Appleby has zero tolerance for bullying, I've always felt safe here. I want to thank all my friends for being there to support me, and my family for always being there for me. I know that I would do anything for my friends and family. That's why my favorite quote is from Frozen, because as cheesy as it is, some people really are worth melting for. Now would you all please stand and sing hymn 352, Amazing Grace.